Alright, wrap up time for Much Abrew About Nothing. And I have to say, Four Color Warriors, this week's Much Abrew deck was better than I thought. Going into it, I thought this deck was going to be a complete and total train wreck. I just didn't see this as being good. There were so many cards that were questionably good, even in standard, but after playing it, it was better than I imagined for a couple of reasons. So it actually started off really well. We went 3-0 to begin, kind of fizzled to a 3-2 down the stretch, but still not a horrible performance for the deck. And the big takeaways were, on the positive side, first off, Collected Company is absurd. It is just so good. I'm kind of to the point where I think you can build a deck with just about any tribe and put about 30 creatures and make sure that they all have a converted mana cost of 3 or less. Stick in 4 Collected Companies, and you're going to win some games with that deck just because Collected Company is super powerful. But some of the cards really surprised me as far as their power level. So the good news about the creatures in the deck are you get a bunch of high-powered 1-drops. So Bloodsoak Champion, Woe Reaper, and Nikado are all really powerful. Nikado can sometimes have 3 power. Bloodsoak Champion, Woe Reaper have 2 power. Woe Reaper has some nice synergy with our mana base, which can be kind of painful. We're cracking fetches to get shocks on tap, to play 1-drops. We're using Mana Confluence. So the ability to gain back even a couple life here or there from Woe Reaper is actually a pretty big deal, just because it helps undo the damage we're doing to ourselves. The card that stuck out as most absurd in the deck, and I was super impressed with Erishin Foremost. There were a lot of times where we would attack after blocks, we would Collected Company, Erishin Foremost off Collected Company, give something double strike, and that would win us the game. Especially combined with our Pseudo Lords and Chief of the Edge and Bramblewood Paragon. The Trample from Bramblewood Paragon is also a nice combo with the double strike from Erishin Foremost, so there is some good synergy there. Cards I was not especially impressed with in general were Qasali Ambusher. I can't imagine situations where it's good, but it never was actually that good in any of our games. And Eldrazi Displacer just feels weird. Like, yes, it helped us against Infect by blinking a blocker, and it can do that, but we're really low on lands. We don't have that many colorless sources in our deck. We have 4 copies of Cavern of Souls, so a lot of times it's just a 3-3 for 3, and a 3-3 for 3 just isn't that exciting. Mardu's Strike Leader was high variance. Sometimes it was a lot better than we thought, but it's not that exciting of a hit off of our Collected Companies. It was mostly good as a 4-drop when we would dash it in, or our opponent wouldn't be expecting it. I'm also not sure about mutagenic growth in this deck. Like, yes, it's nice with Trample and Double Strike and could steal some wins, but it seemed like we actually sideboarded them out a lot. The other problem was we just don't have a ton against combo decks. And those decks seem like really bad matchups. If we can be faster than they are, we have a chance. But whether or not we are going to be faster is a legitimate question and a legitimate problem for the deck. On the other hand, other than dropping Eldrazi Displacer, maybe getting rid of Mutagenic Growth, could put Path to Exile in that slot, maybe some more creatures. But other than those changes, I think this deck is pretty good for what it is as a 4-color warrior deck, or Abzan Warriors splashing red for the Wild Nikado. So there are some good stuff going on with the deck, and I think it is pretty good. If you want to play warriors in Modern, this is probably where I would start, minus those couple of small changes. Anyway, that's been our Much Abrew About Nothing for this week. Make sure to vote for next week's decks by liking, subscribing, and commenting to Instant Deck Tech videos. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon.